All right, what's going on Facebook Live? It is Thursday, 2 p.m. here in the East Coast. I titled this video, What Gives People the Edge? I want to hear from you. What do you think gives people the edge? What do you think gives the edge on business? What gives you the edge on marriage? What gives you the edge on your fitness? What gives you the edge on the connection with God? So I want to hear from you, like, what gives you the edge? So comment below. Let me know what you think about how people get the edge, on why people get the edge, or what gives people the edge. And if you don't know that, at least comment below, where are you watching this from? I'm here in Connecticut. I want to see where you see me from. Ignacio, what's going on, brother? Comment, where you from? Where are you watching this from? I want to kind of gauge the demographics, or where the viewers are engaging. So, Elijah, what's going on, brother? I know where you're at. So comment below, where are you watching this from? I want to gauge the viewers because I'm testing a couple of things here, especially the times where I'm going to be doing this live feed. I'm going to constantly be doing these live streams, giving you little shots of the edge. So I want to make sure that I time it right. So I want to see where you at. I want to see what demographics we have. And so I can make sure that I time this. Is it lunchtime where you at? I mean, right now it's 2 o'clock. So in somewhere in the United States, I'm sure this is a lunchtime, a lunch break. If you're busy with meetings, Greenwich, of course, you're in Greenwich. So it's almost past lunchtime right now. So Richard, Adisha, comment, where are you watching this from? Where are you watching this from? So the topic is how people get the edge. How people get the edge. So I just came back from doing an event, the Next Level Experience last week, with a group of badass businessmen talking about the edge, talking about how to have the edge on marriage, the edge on business, the edge on fitness, the edge of connection with God. So the common denominator that everyone had in the event is that you either have the edge or you don't. Like, you either have the edge or you don't. So you can't pretend to have the edge. The edge is not something that is a pill. The edge is not something that you could just intake. The edge is not something that you could buy. The edge is something that you either have or you don't. So how do you get the edge is the question. Anthony, what's going on, brother? Chicago, Sri Lanka. Love that, Sri Lanka. I don't know what time it's in Sri Lanka, but I'm pretty sure that is a different time zone than here in Connecticut. Christian, New York, what's going on, brother? So comment below, how do you think people get the edge? I want to see what you think. How do you get the edge? Laura, what's going on, Laura? What do you think is that secret ingredient that people have when it comes to having the edge? And the edge is a common denominator for every area of your life. It's in your business, it's in your marriage, it's in your connection with God, and it's also in your fitness. So what do you think gives people the edge? So it's midnight in Sri Lanka. Love it, love it. One of my goals is to go there one day. So maybe I'll visit you, Adisha. So the common denominator that I found, and this is doing I've done already close to 17 events in the last 18 months. The one thing that is a common denominator for people who have the edge is hunger. Hunger. Hunger gives people the edge. What do I mean? In fitness, if you're comfortable and if you're bored, if you're not hungry to continue to get stronger, you lost the edge. In your connection with God, if you're not hungry to discover more of a bigger purpose, you lost the edge. In your business, if you're not hungry to do more, to give more value, to create more, you lost the edge. In your connection with your woman, in your marriage, if you don't have the passion and the hunger to be with her, you lost the edge. So the reality is that the common denominator of people who have the edge is they're fucking hungry. They're not waiting for shit to happen to them. They're hungry. They want to get shit done. They wake up every single day and they're hungry. They don't know everything. Like, don't misunderstand that people who have the edge are some of the smartest people in the world. They're not. They don't know everything, but they're hungry to find out. They're hungry to create. They're hungry to get shit done. So the number one common denominator is hunger. Are you hungry? See, there is a difference between wishing, wanting, or being hungry to do the fucking work. See, a wish is like, I wish one day I'm going to have $1 million business. I wish one day I have an epic marriage. I wish one day I'll have a purpose or I connect with God. I wish one day I'll be fit. That's a wish. A want is like, I want one day to have $1 million. I want one day to have an epic marriage. I want one day to be fit. So a wish and a want is not going to give you success. A wish and a want is not enough. You need to be so fucking hungry every single day that your whole purpose that day is to get fed. You're so hungry that fucking day that your whole purpose that day is to get fed. And the way you get fed is you work out in your body. The way you get fed is you connect with God. The way you get fed is that you create your business. The way you get fed is you connect with your wife, with your spouse to create more passion. But if you're not hungry, if you're not have that burning desire inside of you, you don't have the edge. So the question is, how do you get the hunger? How do you get the hunger? So I want you to consider this. Because you've had success in the past, because in the past you've had success, sometimes because we fail, we lose that hunger because we are living in fear of pain. Because in the past something has happened to you that created a story around your head that you are either not enough, you don't have enough, or will never be enough. You create a story around your head that maybe you lost the hunger, or maybe what you want is not attainable. So at the end of the day, hunger has to be created in the daily basis by recreating the story that you have about your current reality. Like your current reality is only the perception of what's happened to you. Like if your current reality is that you're broke and alone, then that's what it is. But if you create the story that poor me, I'm a fucking victim, everybody's around, everybody's against me, that's the reason I'm alone and broke, then that's the story that you're creating. But if you have the reality that shit, I'm alone and broke right now, let me see what I can do to get hungry, because if you broke, then you fucking better be hungry to get out of that fucking situation. If you're alone, you better be fucking hungry to get out of that feeling of being alone and go meet some people. If your business is failing, then you better be fucking hungry to create more value for your customers. But if you're comfortable where you are, you're never going to have the edge. So the question that I have for you today is, what's it going to take for you to get that hunger back? Like wanting and wishing is not enough. Shit, wanting and wishing is going to get you a fucking stress feeling of every single day of not doing the fucking work. I've been there. I remember when wanting and wishing was all that I did, and that's why you intake information. That's the reason you're reading books. That's the reason that you're intaking information every single day. But unless you're implementing, you're taking action, that means you're not fucking hungry. So can you implement every single day so you could get hungry? Paul, what's going on, brother? Kel, Scott. So the secret of having the edge is staying hungry every day. The secret of having the edge is consistent action to stay hungry. Like I told you, I just came back from an event. It was one of the biggest fucking events that I had. It was one of the most epic fucking events. But I'm not stopping. I am not fucking stopping. Already planning the next one. Already have the structure for the next one coming in. The difference between people who are sitting down celebrating their success and the ones that are hungry are the ones who already have planned their next move. You have to understand that marriage, business, fitness, a connection with God is all the same game. It's all the same thing. One thing is not separate than the other. Like one is not better than the other. It's the same game. But if you're not hungry, if you're not passionate, if every single day you're not waking up with a purpose, that means that you're not hungry enough. And I know the universe, God, whatever you believe in, is going to give you whatever you need in order for you to expand. So sometimes you're going to feel pain. And in that pain, you're going to discover the hunger. And in that pain, you're going to discover what you're made of. And in that pain, you're going to be humble, and you're going to have to surrender to discover what you're made of. So the reality, brother, is, are you hungry enough to get the shit that you want? Or do you have to experience pain in order for you to discover what the hunger is? The Edge 100 is launching another beta test February 1st. I already have a group of badass businessmen February 1st joining me. I know out there is 1 or 2 more motherfuckers who are ready, are hungry to get shit done in the next 100 days. The question is, are you going to be the one? Are you going to be the one? If you are, send me a private message and I'll give you information about what the Edge 100 is. Or click on the link below. I'll have somebody put a link below in some of these comments. But if you're not hungry, what the fuck are you doing to get hungry? What the fuck that has to happen in your life for you to feel that hunger again? The hunger for the passion with your wife, the hunger for the passion to get fit, the hunger for the passion to connect with God, and the hunger to succeed in business. What has to happen in order for you to feel hungry again? Do you have to experience pain in your life to get hungry again? So only you know the answer to that, brother. At the end, you know if you have the edge or you don't have the edge. Learn it, live it, experience it. Love life.